Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your monthly forecast for March 2023. You can use this forecast for your sun, moon, and rising. And I'm working with a whole sign house system for this forecast, and also dates and times may vary slightly depending on where you live. And you can screenshot the video right now to keep track of all the key dates for March because March is wild. There's so much occurring this month for everyone collectively, as well as for all of you guys watching right now. Like, there are so many changes that are going to be occurring. I also have your chart up on the screen, but I haven't included the Sun, Moon, Venus, or Mercury because they are moving super fast from sign to sign, and there's just not enough room at the moment. So we just got to keep it as it is. Although I do have all the key dates on the right hand of the screen. And if you do want to learn more about how this year is going to impact you, you can book a forecast reading on my website, realcourts.com. So let's get started with March. So, March, on the 1st and on the 2nd, depending on where you live, we have a Venus and Jupiter conjunction in your 6th house. So right now, Jupiter is in your house of health, wellness, work routine, and being of service to others. So there is a lot of abundant energy and expansion when it comes to health and your everyday life and your routine and also your daily work as well. And with Venus here, Venus rules over love, relationships, harmony, pleasure. Jupiter rules over expansion, abundance, optimism, spirituality. So usually this is a beautiful combination. It's like a match made in heaven. So there's a lot of joy, a lot of abundance in this area of life. However, Chiron is also in Aries very close by. So this is a triple conjunction. Chiron is the wounded healer. So Chiron will bring up any past memories or wounds that are connected with this area of life. So maybe you've gone through an issue with health in the past, or someone in your life has gone through health issues, and this may be triggering some past memories. Now, what's so fascinating about this conjunction in your 6th house is Chiron is very shamanic. He's known as the wounded healer. So when it's in your 6th house, this gives you so much opportunity to do a lot of healing, a lot of shamanic healing. And as a Scorpio Dom, you have that shaman energy within you. You are an alchemist. I don't even have to remind you. You already know. So this is a great time for healing any wounds, any pain, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Your higher self is presenting you with an opportunity for tremendous healing during this time. March the 2nd, we also have Mercury that enters Pisces in your 5th house. So this is going to be a time where you're going to be very creative. You may be very self-expressive. You may enjoy singing, writing, public speaking, just being in creativity and art. And conversations will be very sentimental during this time as well. March the 7th is huge because we have the full moon in Virgo in your 11th house. 55 minutes later, to be exact. I mean, I know you like to be precise. We have Saturn that moves into Pisces in your 5th house. So this is a huge day with so much shifts, and you're going to feel that shift. Now, the full moon in Virgo is going to be in your 11th house. So this is a house that rules over friendships, groups, social networks, hopes, and wishes for the future. And in the 5th house, you have Mercury, Neptune, Saturn, and the Sun. This rules over your self-expression, your creativity. This is a house of joy, happiness, romance, dating, the inner child, and children. So this axis is going to be very emphasized. This is the axis of joy and happiness, because what do you do when you want to have fun? You go out with friends, you party with friends, you get creative, you enjoy art, creativity, you like to go on dates, you like to spend time with your inner child or your children. So this area of life is going to get a little more tense during this time. You may feel a huge push, and the influence is coming from Saturn. Saturn makes life get a little more serious. So although this is a very happy axis, Saturn is going to make you get more structured with your friendships, a lot of people during this full moon, I mean, you may find that there's a lot of intensity, a lot of emotions that come up regarding friends and the people that are in your life, your social circle. You may want to even be around more spiritual people during this time, and also it's Saturn in Pisces. And Saturn in Pisces is transit. I've done an entire video on it, so if you want to check out how this will impact you, check out the video down below. I'll leave in the description box. But Saturn will be making you get more realistic and get more structured with your creativity. You have an abundance of creative energy. You're a Scorpio Dom, you're a fixed water, and then your fifth house is in Pisces, which is very creative. You got Neptune in there. So Saturn is like, okay, we're going to get more serious about structuring your gifts, your talents, and your abilities so you can utilize them and make the most out of them. And this full moon will push that energy. You may get a little more logical, a little more analytical than usual. I mean, you are very analytical to begin with. I mean, you don't miss the details, but in a more Virgoian way. So if you want to achieve something in terms of creativity, or you want to create something, Saturn here will be helping you utilize your time more efficiently, helping you get into a routine as well, and really get serious about your creativity and how you can utilize it and expand it even more further. So on March the 7th, this is going to be a very triggering time where you're going to feel that push come through. On March the 12th, Jupiter and Chiron will be in a conjunction in your sixth house. This is again emphasizing on that energy we start the month with. So another opportunity for healing. Jupiter and Chiron are both very spiritual. Jupiter is more about the positivity and the expansion and the optimism, whereas Chiron is the alchemy. It's about the psyche, it's about healing the past, healing the soul. So when they're in a conjunction, this amplifies the opportunity, the window, the portal of healing. So watch out for your emotions during this time. What is coming up for you? Because opposite to your sixth house is your 12th house of the past, of past lives. And this could be also relationships for you, because your 12th house is in Libra. Libra rules over relationships and partnerships. So keep a track of all that you're feeling during this time and get into your alchemist mode. And if you want to learn more how to be an alchemist and how to be a self-healer, I mean, you already are one, but if you want to develop even further, I have a spiritual alchemy guide where I share with you techniques and methods on how to work with your 7 chakras, how to expand on them, how to heal them, how to heal traumas, how to heal wounds, how to expand with your psychic gifts and abilities and connect with your guides, and also how to protect yourself using your psychic energy. If you want to learn more, the link will be down below. It's a spiritual alchemy guide for the mind, body, soul, and spirit. On March the 16th, Venus enters Taurus in your 7th house. Relationship energy coming through. Now, you're going through a lot of changes with relationships because Uranus is in your 7th house. You may feel like you want something new, or you want more independence when it comes to relationships. You may be attracted to a certain type that you've never really thought of before. Maybe you want to be with somebody who's also very independent and very different than anyone you've dated before. With Venus in your 7th house, this will bring developments in relationships. You may go on dates, you may meet somebody new, or if you're in a relationship, this will be a time where you're feeling a little more romantic, and it's going to be a great time in terms of your relationships. On March the 19th, Mercury enters Aries in your 6th house. So this is a time where you may feel like you want to really learn more about health and wellness. You may find an interest in reading books and learning more, or even sharing your knowledge with others during this time. On March the 20th, we have the sun that enters Aries in your 6th house, shining light in this area of life that rules over health, wellness, your daily work, your daily routine, and how you are of service to others, but also yourself. So this 6th house is very amplified this month for you. On March the 21st, we have the new moon in Aries in your 6th house. The new moon in Aries is going to be a triggering moon for everyone. And that's because opposite to this new moon is Ceres. And Ceres rules over nurturing and security and compromising. So you may feel old emotions or wounds from the past coming right up to the surface. It may have to do with relationships for you, and it may bring emotions around nurturing and security and how much you're able to make compromises. So watch out for that because it can be a very emotionally triggering time for just everyone. And if you do feel a lot of issues or emotions coming up around what you need to feel fulfilled, then do that shadow work. Get into alchemy mode because whatever's coming up, it wants to be acknowledged and it wants to be released. Now, new moons are always a great time to plant seeds. This marks a new beginning, a new cycle. And because it's in your sixth house, it's a great time to start something new that has to do with work, has to do with health, wellness, your daily routine, or being of service to others. So there's a lot of energy here. Jupiter, Chiron. We have a lot of goddess energy as well. We have the sun and the moon. So this is going to be a very emphasized area of your life this month. Like health is going to be super important for you this month. I mean, health is always important, but it's going to be just more louder than ever. And it's not just the physical health, it's also the mind, body, soul, and spirit. So make sure you're taking time out. If you want to start a new routine, go for it. Like your highest self during this time is telling you that make your health a priority. Take time to take care of yourself, like self-care, self-love is super emphasized here. And we also have Venus, Juno, and the North Node in your seventh house. So this is a great time to plant seeds when it comes to relationships. If you want to manifest a new relationship or if you want to expand on an existing relationship, your highest self, the universe is supporting you in this. You may even find a new relationship enter your life during this time, depending on your chart. And you can check out this description box down below because I'll have all the details about all the degrees and how this transit will impact you. I'll leave all the extra details down below, so make sure you check the description box. March the 23rd. Pluto enters Aquarius in your fourth house. So the fourth house rules over home, family, the ancestry, roots. It's a very hidden area of life as well because it's right at the bottom. It's the bottom of the tree of life. So this is going to be a karmic time when it comes to home and family. And there may be a lot of tension around this area. There may be a lot of transformation that's going to occur. Sometimes that transformation, because you are ruled by Pluto, can be through a crisis. And I know you're familiar with this because you are the phoenix that rises. And this is not to put fear or anything like that. No, it's just Pluto. Pluto makes us go through a crisis. Pluto challenges us. It pushes us to our limits so we can embody the phoenix that rises. So family karma is definitely emphasized during this time. May have to do with family members or home, or even deep-rooted ancestral patterns will come up to the surface. And if you feel like you are the chosen one in the family, the one that is here to break the generational curses, well, you will be guided by Pluto. And if you want to learn more about how Pluto will be impacting you, I do have a presentation on this cycle, this transit, and I go through all the zodiac signs. I'll leave the link down below. March 25th, Mars enters Cancer in your ninth house. It's been in Gemini since August 2022 in your eighth house. So this is a house that you know a lot about because it's associated with a Scorpio energy, with a Pluto energy. But now it's moving forward into your ninth house. The ninth house rules over higher learning, education, travel, communication, spirituality. So the eighth house is now giving you a break, and now you're moving forward and have some fun, learn something new. You may want to travel. You may feel like you want to visit a foreign place. Like there's a lot of stamina, a lot of energy, a lot of momentum in this area of life. You may want to expand on your spirituality. You may want to do something in higher education. The universe is supporting you in this, so go for it. Like there's a lot of energy here and we are moving forward. So Scorpio, March is a huge month for everyone and for you, and it's going to be bringing a lot of changes. I mean this in the most best way possible because every transit, every cycle is an opportunity for growth, for renewal, for rebirth, all that you know very well of. So, Scorpio, I hope you have a beautiful, expansive, transformational month. May you receive all the answers you are seeking. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below so I know you're watching, subscribe. And if you want to learn more about your year ahead through astrology, you can book a reading on my website, riacourts.com, and I'll see you soon. Lots of love.